Hey guys, welcome back to Cast Cooking. Today I'm going to do some jalapeno poppers wrapped in ground beef, wrapped in bacon. I'm just going to call them jalapeno popper bomb noms. Jalapeno popper bombs. It's going to be good. Check it out. Alright, for our filler we're going to do 2 bricks of cream cheese and a bag of Mexican style 4 cheese blend shredded cheese. You can use any shredded cheese you want. Just going to toss a whole bag in there. And I let the cream cheese come to room temperature before tossing it in there so it's a little softer to work with. Just do your best to mix it all together. Alright, so even though I let the cream cheese sit out for a little bit to make it softer, it was still kind of difficult to mix around with the shredded cheese. So I added a little bit of milk in there. I would say no more than a 1/4 cup. Probably under a 1/4 cup. Just to make it a little softer and easier to work with. So yeah, once you think it's soft enough to use and all mixed together pretty good, you can start applying this to your jalapeno boats as the filler. You can add anything else you want to it. You can add chives, you can add seasoning, salt and pepper. I think I'm going to add a little bit of barbecue rub to this and mix it in there and get it in our boats, just for that little extra layer of flavor. Here we go. Add a little Killer Hogs AP seasoning. Stuff's really good. I'll put a link for it down in the description. We'll just add a little bit to mix that in there. Hey, you gotta love that sound, huh? That'll just give us a little extra flavor on the inside. So once you've got all your jalapenos sliced in half, remove the seeds. We're going to get our cream cheese and shredded cheese mixture and start loading these boats up. Just get a little spoon, get a nice little scoop in there, pack it into your jalapeno. Okay, just like that. I think I bought 24 jalapenos, which means we have 48 halves. We might run out of this cream cheese before I get to all of them, so we'll figure out what to do with the extras later. But like I said, grab your mixture with a spoon, smear it in there, pack it in with the back side of the spoon, smooth it out. You don't want to overpack it because you obviously want to save some of your cream cheese for the other jalapenos, so nice and flush with the top where it's cut, pack it in. It's good to go. Once I finish all of these, we'll wrap them in ground beef. Be right back. Well, I'll be damned, guys. I didn't think we had enough, but turns out we had just over enough, and I went back and made some monsters right here with the extra. Now what we're gonna do is take 3 pounds of ground beef. I got the 27% fat because as they cook I want them juices to render down and keep them moist on the inside so they don't dry out. So we're going to take 3 pounds of this ground beef. Alright. Try not to waste any of it. Try to get it all in there. Alright. Then I got us a pound of hot Italian sausage. Ground hot Italian sausage that we're also going to throw in there. Now this is probably a little excess. I think 4 pounds would be, well, maybe like the cream cheese. I don't think it's going to be enough, but maybe it'll be more than enough. So just mix it on in together there, like so. Get the Italian sausage mixed in with the ground beef. Once this is all mixed together, we're going to hit it with a little seasoning, a little barbecue rub. And then we're going to start packing our jalapenos in the ground beef. The rub I'm going to add to our ground beef Italian sausage mixture is our Cosmo's Dirty Bird. This stuff's really good. It goes on, let's see, beef, chicken, pork. I use it on ribs a lot, but it goes on anything. This stuff's really good. So we're going to add a little bit of that to our ground beef. We're going to keep going, mixing it all together, and then we're going to wrap our jalapenos. You know what? The whole time I'm doing this, I'm thinking I need a KitchenAid. So just throw the mixer in there and make my life a lot easier. What do you guys think? Leave a comment down below. You guys got a KitchenAid? Is it worth the money? I know there's a lot of attachments for it. I was thinking about buying one. Leave a comment, let me know. Alright, now that our ground beef is all mixed in with the Italian sausage, or vice versa, got a rub on there, I threw some pepper on there. We're going to grab a jalapeno with some cream cheese in it. We're going to kind of make a little patty, flatten it out, put it on there, wrap it best you can. We're going to take another little piece, kind of just put it right on top. Now I don't want these completely wrapped in ground beef like a meatball. I'm not shooting for that. I want the ends to stick out a little bit. So like I said, we're also going to wrap these in bacon. So just like that. Little end sticking out, completely surrounded in ground beef, but not like a meatball where it's enclosed entirely. We're going to set that on our rack here. Let's get another one going. Take a little bit of beef. Make yourself a little patty, kind of like press out the middle. Let's grab a long one here. Just kind of wrap it best you can. And if you need to, you can grab some more and put it on top or on the sides or wherever you think you're a little thin or what have you. So that's pretty much how we're going to wrap these in ground beef. So let me get the rest of these done, then we'll wrap them in bacon. Alright, so halfway through this, I found a better way. Just kind of making little strips in my hand, flattening them out, and then taking the jalapeno here and just wrapping it up in that little strip. Instead of the huge frickin' hamburger patty that I was putting on them. Look at this thing. In the beginning. This way you can be a little more conservative. You get a nice thin layer all the way around. Instead of that huge patty I was making and then just smearing it in there. Make the little strip in your hand and then roll it up in that little strip. That's what I figured out halfway through, and I figured I'd share that with you guys. So if I were you, I would do it that way. You'll save your ground beef, you'll be able to make more of these things. Alright guys, we did not have enough ground beef to cover all of our jalapenos. If I had one more pound, I think that would have done it. So I would say 5 pounds would have covered everything. Although if I didn't make giant patties to wrap around the first ones over there, I probably would have had enough. Regardless, we're going to wrap everything in bacon now. So you're just going to take a strip of bacon, stick it on one side, wrap your way around, and you don't have to do this. If they stick for you, they stick for you. I'm going to put a toothpick in it, just to hold the bacon on there. So let me show you that again. Just take a little strip of bacon, start at one side, wrap around the ground beef and the jalapeno to the end. These look like actually they're going to stick, but just to be careful, I am going to stick a toothpick in it just to hold the bacon in place. We're going to get them on our racks all wrapped in bacon, and then we're going to get the smoker going. I'm also going to throw some seasonings on top of here. I'm going to figure out which one I'm going to use, and I'll share that with you once these are all wrapped in bacon. Stick around. Alright guys, these are wrapped in bacon. We're going to go out and get my smoker going, and then right before we throw these on, we are going to dust them in some more barbecue rub. I have not decided which rub I'm going to use yet. Leave a comment down below. What's your favorite barbecue rub? I'm looking for new ideas. I like Cosmo's stuff. I've got some Malcolm Reed, How to Barbecue Right, Killer Hogs rubs. Looking for some other ideas, so drop a comment below. I did run out of bacon. I used 2 packages of bacon. Some of these bigger guys, they're literally the size of a potato. I had to use 2 pieces of bacon, so I ran out towards the end. As you can see, some of these guys just aren't getting all that bacony love. So instead of 4 pounds of ground beef, use 5. You'll get all your jalapenos covered. And instead of 2 packages of bacon, get 3. And you'll get all your final poppers, bacon explosions wrapped in bacon. So, alright, let's get the smoker going and we'll be right with you. Alright, I got the smoker up to 250. As you can see, I got them all on there. I'm going to rotate these probably halfway through because a lot of these over here are going to catch most of the heat from the firebox. And I'm just going to hit them with some fresh cracked black pepper instead of putting a rub on top. And we'll let them cook that way. Alright, so I expect these to take about an hour and 15 minutes. And I'll let you know how they taste. We'll cut one in half and look at it and see how they turn out. Stick around. Alright guys, we're about 20 minutes in and I already had to switch them around. These guys are cooking first since they were over here. So I put that rack on this side. I put the rack that was in the middle. Actually, I just left it there. And the rack that was over there, I put closer to the firebox. Kind of want to even them out, try not to let them burn. I would say once the bacon on the outside is fully cooked, the inside's going to be fully cooked. So we'll check back in a little bit. Alright, these have been on here for probably a half an hour. I've rotated them 3 times. They're starting to darken up a bit. This side's obviously going to cook faster being closer to your firebox. So you want to rotate them 180 degrees and you want to switch around. You know, I'm switching around the grates there. Let me show you. Getting nice and dark. That bacon's cooking. Oh, you're kind of blurry there. There we go. See the cream cheese and the cheese, shredded cheese mixture's oozing out a little bit. That's alright. Once that bacon is all the way cooked, these suckers should be done. So we're not far off now. We'll get them off of here. I'll cut one in half and show you guys what they look like, and obviously we'll do a taste test. Alright you guys, these things are done. I just ate one, and man, let me tell you, delicious. Alright, we got them inside. Let's see what we're dealing with here. We're going to grab this big guy here. It's like the size of a potato. A little cream cheese oozing out there. There you go. That's what the inside of that looks like. Let's see if I can focus that in for you. Melty cheese, ground beef is cooked. Got a little smoke ring in there with the bacon. Alright, so we're going to do a little taste test here and make sure these are what we thought they were going to be. And if you're looking for a good food or appetizer to bring to your next party, this is it right here. These are fantastic. You eat a couple of these and it kind of fills you up. So you make a lot of them, you'll satisfy everybody. Alright, without further ado, it's really good. You can really taste the cherry and hickory wood that I used. I can taste that AP rub. Just the cream cheese, ground beef is not overcooked, it's not dry, nice and juicy. Jalapeno is still a little crunchy too. It's got a little crunch factor in there. Nice crispy bacon on the outside. These turned out really well. Give these a try. Not to scare anybody away, but preparation was 3 times as long as the cook. I think these only took 30-40 minutes to cook. It took me 2.5 hours to put these all together. Thank you again for watching. Hit like, subscribe. See you next time.